They tried to suggest that Travis Hunter was out here simping. I pushed back hard on that narrative in defense of the young man, the recent Heisman Award winner. We wish him well. And if there is a level of simping within his cup, not his blood, certainly there's no simping in his blood, but there may be some simping in his cup. Now, if that's the case, then we have to ask the question, who poured that simping formula into that young man's cup? Because we have a long list of old simps out here. Simps such as Greg Mathis. I'm gonna get my wife back. Stop it. You never had her. That's the problem. Simping causes high levels of delusion. It makes you think you're in relationships that you're not. That's what they was giving warning to regarding Travis Hunter. Because of the video documents they presented online, they displayed some questionable behavior within her. I saw it myself. I questioned some of it myself. But I'm only from afar. I'm the bar. Now, that does not negate the fact that we are in the middle of a crisis here, family. This is a public service announcement. I say we are in the middle of a crisis. We are in the middle of a simpdemic. And while they want to point the finger at young middle-light Travis Hunter, I point the finger at the old simps who have helped to create these conditions that we currently live in and under. These simps like Greg Mathis, Steve Harvey, and our most recent one, Skip Bayless. They say, slow down, Bar, that was tricking he was doing. And you know what they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. I hear you, family, but follow me. If you pull back the layers of the onion, you're going to see that there was low-key simping all in the midst of this. Let's break it on down. Skip Bayless, accused of sexual harassment, offered $1.5 million for box. Can we go there for a moment? Can I speak on it? Because they was giving the Passport Brothers a lot of heat and flack about their endless pursuits of box. I always push back on that narrative as well because it did not economically make any sense. It was unsound. Why would an individual travel half the globe paying ticket fees, airline fees, taxi, hotel costs, just to be in position to have the opportunity to pay for box when we live in the land of box called America? The national rate for box runs about $140. Now, when you factor in the pricing of inflation, and higher the inflation rises, the lower the price for box goes. Higher inflation, box price decreases. So on an average, or shall I say in a regular economy, the national rate for box is about $140. But in inflation times, box might run you $100, $120. I personally am in no favor and in no time ever offering to pay for box. I don't believe in that. That's why I'm a strong and heavy proponent of juicing and living well and moving the body and the mind, making yourself as attractive as possible so you can attract what you want freely without cost, without paying such a high rate of $1.5 million. He's literally paying $1.5 million, the rate, 1.5 million times the rate for box. That's why I call this low-key simping. He's putting the box on a pedestal. You understand? Let's read this article. It says Skip Bayless is being accused of sexual harassment according to a report from Front Office Sports. And let's be very clear, these things that we're speaking on right now are specifically allegations. On this side of the channel, we say that you are innocent until proven guilty. We're just discussing the allegations which have been officially made known to the public in this report, or this letter here. In the report, Bayless is being accused of offering former Fox Sports co-worker $1.5 million to have sex with them. That's $1.5 million for Fox. That's $1.5 million above the market value rate. And this is the problem with the sympdemic that we're living in. We're going to talk about the marriage implications in time, but I'm just specifically speaking about people paying other people to have sex with them. This is prostitution. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But what I'm saying is, if you really want to get what you want, it's not going to be a currency of money. It's going to be a currency of activity. Let me read on down. Yes, Nushin Faraji, who says she worked at the network for 13 years, seeks unspecified monetary damages and a jury trial. Very interesting. She wants a jury trial. So she's seeking not just money, but she's also seeking justice. The hairdresser alleges that after she started working on The Undisputed, Bayless began giving lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breasts. Now, first, let's just say this to Ms. Faraji. We truly hope that you are well. If these things did happen, we hope that you get justice. If these things be true, then Skip needs to be dealt with properly. And we trust that you are taking the right methods and measures to accomplish that. Now, we have to also say if these things be untrue, then, you should get what you deserve as well. Because I know I don't believe all women, but I do believe some women. I do. And based upon what she's presenting right now, she's presenting her case openly before the court and the court of public opinion. And we're just giving our analysis. Now, with all that being said, let's continue reading on the report real fast. The report cites Faraji repeatedly told Bayless she was not interested in him and did not date at work. In addition, she said she told Bayless she was suffering from ovarian cancer in an attempt to halt his advances. Bayless, however, per the report, became more aggressive and offered the $1.5 million to have sex with him and change her life. Now you gotta be mindful. This could make her very uncomfortable, because if you're putting her in a position literally with her back to the wall and her breasts all out, not that she's displaying them, but you're pressing yourself against her chest and you're offering her this money, yes, this is a lawsuit. This is making her very uncomfortable. This is sexual harassment according to what she is saying. No doubt about that, if these things be true. Now, let's take a look at this part right here. I'm going to go back to this part one second. But and per the suit, Mr. Bayless made another advancement at Ms. Faraji, says Ms. Faraji. Skip, stop. You have a wife, Mr. Bayless responded. Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives? That's what Skip said to her. Ms. Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken back, she made an excuse to leave. This is all in these reports. Okay? This is what Faraji is saying publicly. All right? So he pressed up on her, and he said that, it wasn't your dad a Muslim. He had 3 to 4 wives. You could be one of my concubines. She said, my father's deceased. And that made him fall back a little bit. But prior to that, let's take a look at this. The report says Faraji repeatedly told Bayless that she was not interested in him and did not date at work. Now, there's an issue, not an issue, but something we bring to our attention. Because Skip is going to say, allegedly, hypothetically and allegedly, he's going to say, you don't date at work. Well, Shay got it for free. See that? You see that? he's going to say, you don't think that work, huh? But Shay got it for free. And Shay said the same thing that she said. Stop, Skip. 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 Stop. Stop, Skip. That's basically what Shay said. That's basically what Shay said. Shay said, don't say my name. Skip. I was there. I was strong. But I wasn't in the wrong. It was a consenting relationship between two adults. Skip. Skip said, listen, I'm the middleman. I'm trying to get in between. I got the green. You follow me? That's what Skip's reply to all that was. Because as soon as she pushed away, he pushed harder, according to the report. He says, that has nothing to do with me. There's nothing to address. This is Shay talking. In those 42 pages, it doesn't mention that Shannon Sharp did anything, Sharp said. But you all want to get clicks, so you mention it. Fair enough. Let's be clear. Hocho Cinco was mentioned, and Shay was mentioned. But there was no wrongdoing alleged. Even Colin Calvert was mentioned, but there was no wrongdoing implicated. That was reserved specifically for Simp or Trick Bayless. Now, before I conclude, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the content that encourages the creator to continue to do more, that being me. But I want to turn our attention to KB for a moment, Kwame, because he has been covered by Skip Bayless over the decades. And he will go so hard at some of the brothers, Skip that is, we used to call him Skip Supremacist. He and his tag team tether agent, secret agent man, half Sambo, half tether, or shall we say half tether, half raccoon. He and Skip, Stephen and Skip, made a economically prosperous career off of demonizing one said Kwame Brown. So after this report has been released today, we went over to Kwame's channel. We wanted to hear what he had to say on the matter. And we conclude with KB's words.
And they won't answer what you got going up there, boy. Yeah, it's some questions you need to answer to this, boy. You got some questions you need to answer there, boy. Yeah, it's some questions you need to answer to this, Skip there, boy. Because there's people out here mad about what you got going on. Sure is. And they want answers right now, Skip. All these people you talk all this shit about, including me. I'm out to leave everybody else out of it. This shit right here personal, nigga. Boy, all this karma you got for all them years of running your mouth.